Hello everybody, welcome to the Premier League in DK10. We have got some lag issues here. I don't know what this is about. Oh yes, we have lost the PS5. What is this? This is the Wheel of Fate. This is the Wheel of Fate. We'll just get that right back in a minute. Give me a second. We have got a little bit of a kerfuffle going on here. Don't know what the crack is here. Did do a power test before we started. Oh, my screen's moved up there. Oh, hello. Yes, we have got the FA Cup wildcard draw coming up. Let's try and reconnect back to the PS5. There we go. It went no, thank you very much. Yeah, welcome to the Premier League. The Premier League is back. I'm really excited. Looking forward to getting this Premier League back on track. We have got just... Oh, we've got... After this week, we've got one more week left. And the FA Cup final, which should be phenomenal. It should be phenomenal. I can get it sorted for... Yes, bud, so do I. So do I. So do I. William's already in the chat. Already in the chat. The first one in the room. As I was saying, we have got the FA Cup wildcard coming up. After last week, there was an incident between Notts County and Barcelona, which resulted in a penalty for Barcelona. It was unfortunate. Has to join the wild cardies, as you do, you know. So 6 automatically went through. They was winners on the night at Blue Moon Infield. It was fantastic, fantastic. But currently, where are we? Where do I want? We want this one. We want the Disco Wheel of Fate. Boom! Yes, you do. Who we got on in? Newcastle United, Barcelona, Fulham, Charlton, Everton, VAR, Wrexham, Cambridge, and Falkirk. All the ones coming in tonight and looking to get back into the FA Cup. Only 4 off the wheel will make it through to the FA Cup. I've got to get the pen out. Yeah, I know. So I know what the crack is. I need to write it down in Bic. So should be good. Should be good. There's a few on here that obviously didn't race but wanted to get in there anyway. Everton and Liverpool will not be racing this evening. Okay. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Liverpool through to the FA Cup final round as well as race winners. Everybody race wins, although they finished first down to 6, wherever they finished, all winners. Obviously, that's how it works. But anyway, let's DJ, let's spin that wheel up. Let's see who our first wildcard draw is going to be. Oh, and I hope he joins in as well. Wildcard number 1 is VAR. Back in the FA Cup. Back in the FA Cup is number 1, VAR. A returner. Returns is VAR. Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be good. 3 spots left. Let's go. Oh, you just love it. Fulham, a returner. Fulham is returning back into the FA Cup for week 6. Oh, let's close it up. 2 spots left. Oh, he will be an happy lad. He will be an happy lad. Newcastle United got our driver of the night around Willow Springs after the unfortunate pit stop that he did. Is it, bud? Oh no worries. That's spot on. That's spot on. Newcastle United wildcarded back into the FA Cup. That leaves Charlton, Everton, Wrexham, Cambridge, Falkirk and Barcelona for the final step back into the FA Cup. And it is... Oh, that is Charlton. Charlton are back in the FA Cup. 3rd round proper. But that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate for Wrexham, Everton, Cambridge United, Barcelona and Falkirk. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. That has just spiced it up just a little bit. just a little bit. I need to come back over to there, back down to there, because I don't know what seems to be the crack, but my PS5 keeps losing the connection, which is probably doing me head in. Hopefully it don't keep bucking about, because we don't want to lose that, do we? No, we don't want to do that. So VAR, Fulham, Newcastle United and Charlton back in the FA Cup as we said, but it is Premiership night. The FA Cup is next week. Is on round 6, but let's just run through the tables for you there. Leading the way is DDR, that's that Luton Town manager. Got joint pole position. The times were identical, absolutely identical. Get back to the live screen as you do. There you go. There is the table. DDR actually had Luton Town currently leading the way, 37 points clear of Charlton, who's on 110 points. Then we've got RCMBE2, Standard Liège on 92 points. Notts County are on 69, joint with Barcelona on 69. Rangers just 3 points off them, there on 66 points. Newcastle United and Willow Springs got an absolute identical time with Luton Town as well. The qualifying was absolutely spot. The times were identical, so I had to give them both pole points, although they started first and second. It was down to the computer where it put them, more or less, but yeah. Newcastle United on 65 points, D10 Piper and Wrexham on 64 points, Genio Fulham are on 50 points, number 1 Pops Chester United is on 49, DDR Jones in Liverpool, who's not racing this evening, on 46 points, Silver Fox 40, the Cambridge managers on 39, DDR Ninja, the Everton gaffers on 33, Suicide Sound, the Falkirk driver, is on 25. Draco Fury, VAR, returner to the FA Cup, missed a few races on 7 points. Old Crawler, retired from the Premier League, has still got 5 points though, as you do. And as soon as I pop that up, we lose the PS5 again. So I'm not quite sure what the crack is here. Very weird, but that is the table as it stands. Yep. Close that off, don't close that off. Yep, it's completely gone tits up, this has. Not quite sure what's happening here. Okay, let me just get into settings. Oh, we will get it it's all standard. But uprate standard. Pretty mythical, this winds me right up. Hopefully we have no more issues throughout the evening. Let's get into the boys. Qualifying is at 8 PM. We're not a little early yet. Well, say a little early. We've got 14 minutes to go. And it's going to go. Yep. I don't know what the crack's going on here. I really don't know what's going on here. Never had an issue. It's probably spiting me for not racing last week. Irony is a bitch. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to quickly... I can't even reboot the PlayStation because everybody's in it. Oh, I can do without issues tonight. So I was excited to get in. I did a test as well, a speed test, so I should have no issues at all. Quick, it's gone again. Yeah. No, still running. It's struggling now. Proper wind me up this. Oh, I don't want to do that. Everything's just going fucking right. May as well get a quick speed test while we're waiting, for qualifying. If I need to reboot, I will reboot. We shall see. Well, my Download speed is 548 megabytes per second. My upload is 32.9. So these should have no trouble talking to each other. Again, no, don't want to run it again. No, don't know what the crack is. Don't know what the crack is. Not expecting much tonight, says Modern JL09. Currently sitting in 4th in practice, but we'll get over to the boys. Get it up and going. There we go. Hopefully it stays with us. We're not going to move anywhere. Ooh, he's going to play Fortnite. He's going to play Fortnite. There's Fulham leading the way currently in practice. Only by 71 thousandths of a second over Charlton. And a return into the Premier, into the FA Cup, should I say. He's in the FA Cup. So, Everton might race. Ooh, says DJ on India. Well done all as well, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we've got 9 minutes before qualifying. Fulham are in. We are missing, we're going to be missing Luton Town as well, I do believe. So yeah, Charlton. Big points for Charlton. If Luton Town can't get in, it's only 37 points off at the moment. And we know what happened last year, not this. Not that. This is absolutely sucking eggs right now. You know what, boys? I might have to just do a quick reboot on the PS5, I think. Very weird. Never mind. Idiot Adelaide is in the room. Oh, Chalky flies into the pits. There he is. He said he's not expecting much this evening. I'm expecting this to stay like this now. But he was the driver of the week last week. He had that unfortunate off and then the off into the... which turned out to be an unfortunate unwanted pit stop. Got a fresh set of boots on there. I mean, tyre is set to 2, but he had a fresh set of boots on for the remainder of Willow Springs. And absolutely drove like his life depending on taking 2 fastest laps on the night as well. So he did find his way around, did find his pace. Currently sitting in 3rd is Newcastle United. My JL09. And be hoping for a good race here tonight as well with Barcelona. It's currently running in 4th place. Knox Kante in 5th so far in practice. And then we have got Jester in 6th. Rangers are in the pits. Fulham in the pits. Luton is in the pits. Standard age. Had a good race last week as well. Had a good race. Oh, on your main. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, had a good race in the FA Cup last week around, well, I say last week, 2 weeks ago, around Blue Moon Infield. Was very exciting to watch. Unfortunate with the incident there between Barcelona and Knox County. It was very unfortunate. But, you know, you don't push the pass, it's not allowed. So, it was looked at from all angles as well. So, oh, it's just getting it wrong there as well. Was the Knox County manager there? Now, this isn't one of my favourite circuits either, but it's so simply annoying. It is so simply annoying to get wrong. Now, the first part of the circuit's not too bad. It seems to be the arse end of the circuit where I lose everything. No, yeah. And I've just got confirmation that Wrexham will not be joining us this evening either, due to unpaid. That's somebody else off and down the road. Who was it? Yeah, that's Chester. Lovely looking livery there by Chester, gotta be said. I do like that. Them wheels look very Veyron-esque. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Charlton taking a rest. Aldo has rejoined the room. Genio has left. And they're just rejoining now. Well, it stayed on longer than I expected. It stayed on longer than I expected. Yo, Mr. McVasey in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Current championship leader, may I ask. And a current Premier League champion at that. Could become a double champ this season if he wins the FA Cup and the Prem. We'll make him a 3-time champ here at the DMK. I would like to thank all the new members as well, all the new followers as well for joining the DK10 Sim community. We've only been running just over a year or so, to get up to 177 followers, 91 members is an amazing achievement, and I'd like to thank you all and say I love you. I love you. Thank you very much indeed. If it weren't for you, I probably wouldn't be as excited as I am to get these races hosted and put on the air and give these lads some air time and something different to do. Yeah, we are talking about season 3 earlier on. Obviously it's a group 3 under NSX, which will be the league car for the FA Cup. We're debating whether to run Veyron, the SF19, I do believe it was the R33 Nismo, and the what was the other one? The E3 M30 Evo. So yeah, but a couple of votes for the SF19. Somebody wants DDR Ninja can't join the lobby. Okay. Right. What's the issue? What's it saying, bud? Can you not find it, or is it just not letting you in? Can you get the ID number there? Try and join by that. I might have to refresh the lobby, I know. Let me just tell him I have to reset lobby. See if that helps. Got fucking chat lips, have I? We'll back this lobby out and then we'll open it again. Actually, that's what I should have put, shouldn't I? Sorry boys, we're going to reopen the lobby. I'm going to back out, close the lobby down, reopen it, and then see if that helps. Got 1 or 2 can't get in, and we've got slight issues as well, so hopefully it'll be run crisply creme as we do. So we're connected to the server, which is a good thing. Wait a room, load a room, it's a room. There we go. Now we just need to change the time. Get right down the bottom. Pick a circuit. Yep. Could be a tech wizard. Not me. That's not the track. I know I picked FIJI then, it just didn't give it me. Leave Fisherman's Ranch if you want. I don't think the lads would be impressed, but it is what it is. Great room. That should be the one. That should be the one. Room restarting now, bud. Yeah, I've just done it, bud. I've just done it. Disconnecting me from network. Reset lobby. Yep. On my way, Ninja. On my way. Lobby's reopening right now. Hear the cogs spinning around in anger. There we go. Lobby's open, boys. We should be good to go. Just as with technical difficulties on opening night of the Prem. Oh, say the return of the Prem. We've got good strength as well. Signals are good. Let me just go into my menu. So I need to do not that one. I need to go back in. Option. Yeah. Okay, back. Okay. Looks a little bit better. Lobby's been reset. We are good to go. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Bloody PS5s. I know they're wank, aren't they? And it's just gone again. Look. What the actual fuck? What the fuck about this was going to be? I hope you don't do this in the race. What's going on, man? Don't know what the fuck. PIJI 18. There might be some F1 Jeffing tonight. One may never know. I don't fancy doing a full shutdown of anything. I really don't fancy doing that. Everybody's looking good so far. Let me know what the ping's like when you try and join the lobby. Let's sure we've got real green at least. I'm in! He's in! He's in, there we go. The ninja is in the room. So we should be up to at least 10 to 12. 10 drivers. I do believe. Yeah, ninja is in. We're looking good. Very good indeed. Yep, there will be a party chat open as well. Chat open. For the boys, they'll be in there giving it the Nope. Well, clocking up to that time. You need to change your tyres. It's only racing softs. Not allowed to run racing hard. It's racing softs only. This should be a pretty tight race, to be fair. That back corner, Panasonic, always gets me. Because if you take it too tight, you've got no drive out the corner. You take it too wide, you try and carry too much speed into the corner, and it can send you a bit off the rails. But if you hit the apron rumble strips and the Astro on the side of that, you're just going to go right round. Literally going to go right round as well. We'll give them another 2 minutes to get going, then we're going to start qualifying. But just to clarify, FA Cup wildcards coming back in for those that haven't listened or heard. VAR returning to the FA Cup for week 6. Fulham returning to the FA Cup. Newcastle United returning to the FA Cup. Charlton returning to the FA Cup for week 6, which should be absolutely banging. Fast lads in there as well. Some fast lads in there, as we've seen from season 1, when we've seen Fulham against Luton Town, and then we had Charlton battling down as well with Luton Town in the points at least, but the closest racing was between, I don't know how they did it. They was running so far, so fast, side by side, back door to front door and all that kind of jazz. Luton and back then he was running Sky Sports livery. He's now a Fulham driver, so did well to go from Sky Sports to being Bert Mylander, the racing camera car, as he does, as he's been dubbed Bert Mylander. As Gino, I dubbed him now Bert Mylander. So, is everybody in? Are we in? After that, yeah, we have got 10. And you know what? Get in the chat, boys. Get in the chat. Everybody wants to chat. It's been a while. They only have the messenger to talk on between races and things like that. And the build up to races and ideas get thrown about in the chat. A bit of banter gets thrown around as well. But in the chat, on the mic, as you do, you know, get it done. So, but anyway, let's get quali underway. Qualification. Starting now. Good luck all, as you do. Just let them know we're going to get it started. Ooh, 10 minutes. Who's your money on? Who is your money on? We are not missing no one. Apart from those that said they aren't. We look good to go. Let's go qualifying. I would like to say it could be pretty pretty tight. I mean, between the top six, between the top six at least. I mean, one week there was less than a second separating the top 10 drivers around one circuit. It was absolutely phenomenal. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn my boat race off. You don't want to see that. Let's get underway. Who's the first down? Who's down the order? Whoever it is. Barcelona's going to be leading the way. He's put in the first time. Unless he does some coasting. It's closely followed by Standard Liège and Newcastle United there at the back as well. Currently running in third place. But we shall see. We've picked up a few at the back so far. A couple of drivers that you wouldn't seem to be mixing it up with the top boys. Have certainly spiced it up just a little bit this season. And I think the car and track combinations have worked well as well, especially in the FA Cup. I mean, Blooming Bay Infield isn't really a Group 3 Beetle kind of circuit, but the boys absolutely sailed them around there. It was absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, this one will be a good race. 20 minutes, and then we'll do it all again with a reverse grid race. Certainly going to be absolutely belting good fun. Let me move that microphone, because that might be picking up a bit of overfeed as you do. Yeah, Barcelona will be the first one, and then we'll Standard Liège. I did call him, what did I call him? Some Liga or something like that, wasn't it? Martin JL09. My first ever race against Martin JL09 was around this circuit, the Newcastle manager, and he absolutely pummeled the life out of this circuit. He was literally a second a lap in his prime, faster than everybody else around here, setting up times like you wouldn't believe. I was like, good God, not a chance. I was about 6 seconds a lap slower than him around here. Absolutely pants. But it is Oskis, the Barcelona manager, who's going to be setting the trend early on. It's a 1:57 opener so far. I ain't even got the track times up. Well, the lap corners. I'm going to start doing some in-depth into these tracks, because corner, oh, a little lock up there on the front right of that Barcelona car. And don't forget as well, we've even got championship leader as well. You don't run too wide there. As you get it in the curb, has got a dip in it. I'm showing you, but you can't see me. There's got a little groove in that curb, and if you do put your power down on that, it will send your car absolutely sideways, and you'll be into the next barrier. Requesting immediate evacuation from the circuit, but he's getting a good slip off the Notts County car. Whether it will end him, we will never know. Ninja is in here as well. DDR Ninja, the Everton gaffer, is in 8th so far. Charlton in 9th and all over the back door of Everton, and then we have got Chester down in 10th. But it is Oskis, the Barcelona manager, currently setting the trend with 6:59 on the clock to go. Being blue flagged at the moment, not quite sure why. He is leading the way. There's nobody in front of him. He's not really slow. Tyre wear is on, fuel wear is on, although it only be ×2. So later on in the race, within 10 minutes, it won't really bother them that much, but later on in the race, it will start with settling the car under braking, trying to put your foot down. You won't get any purchase, but the cars will get lighter and faster down street, which is a bit of a bonus. And the first times are coming in right now, and it's a 1:43. Oh, and there you go, just as I said, a 1:42.2. RCMBE2 coming in with a 1:42.5. Barcelona comes in with a 1:43 dead. Then it's Rangers in with a 43.2. Fulham in with a 1:43.2 as well. Told you these are going to be close to 43.3 for Notts County. A bang on the side there. That's not welcome at all. Just backed out of that as well. I would have done it as well. And it is down to 7th, 1.2 seconds, and it's a 43.4 for Luton Town current championship leader. Charlton a 1:43.8, and now out of the way of any traffic, and goes 10th faster in sector 1. And then Martin JL09, Newcastle manager, is in the pits. Chester currently sitting in 9th place, 3 seconds off the pole, is on 1:45.2. DDR Ninja is on a 1:47.7. Newcastle is in. I do believe that might be for a fresh set of boots with 5 minutes left to go. Currently sitting on a 1:42.2. 2 temps over Standard Liège, who has now got around Barcelona. who's 4 tenths off, and then he's got 2 tenths to Rangers. But it is the championship leader down in 7th place there at FIJI so far. We're hoping for better, running it wide as well, getting it sideways there as well. It comes round. Ooh, that's a treacherous turn. That is. These curves are unforgiving around. I mean, some of them you can ride, others it's just best to stay away from. It really is. Some of them are so unforgiving, especially with the drainage grate in them as well. And that is Fulham coming in with a 142 dead. Luton Town at 143 dead, moves him up to 5th place. But it is Fulham currently leading the way with 142.032 from Newcastle United, who's had that fresh set of boots put on. Standard Liège in for a fresh set as well, currently sitting in 3rd place. Charlton up to a 4th with a 42.7. Barcelona down to 5th on 47.2. He's at the moment. Luton Town in 6th. Gain 1 spot. See Standard Liège and Rangers there. Standard Liège running wide off the circuit. Rangers at a pit stop and on a 43.2. Notts County on a 44.7. Number 1 Pops, the Chester manager, is in 9th on a 47.5 and 45.2 is his personal best. Everton in 10th on a 47. So people getting in early for these tyre swaps here. I mean, there's no tyres, no pit stop strategy involved in this one, but obviously you can see we're only done 7 minutes and the tyre weight already being picked up within 7 minutes. So give 20 minutes and these tyres may be a little bit worse for wear. So it's going to be a race of nutrition for these tyres. Do you want to absolutely hammer them out straight away, or you're just going to persevere and let the rest of the field's tyres drop off? Has he got enough time to get in and get around again? He's going to risk it for a biscuit. 2:49 on the clock. Currently leading the way as well as Fulham. Newcastle looking good on a fresh set of boots. I do believe this is it. No, this is his flying lap. A 2 to go. Charlton, Barcelona and Luton Town all in the pits for a fresh set of tyres. That leaves Standard Liège then across the line on a 2:09. That's a 47.3. Keeps him into 3rd place. What have Newcastle got? With 2 minutes left to go. Speaking about JL09, we have got a test coming up on Tuesday night on iRacing. I've still yet to set that up. That is a 32.238. Just 2 tenths still. Does that match the best time he's done already? Has he done it again? Has he equalled his time? He's just 2 tenths off the pole position time. And Fulham out and on the right lap on a fresh set of boots. Standard Liège got his tyres nice and warm on a 47.3. Charlton are in 4th. Everton going wide off the circuit there behind Charlton. Barcelona are in 5th. Luton Town, not where you'd like to see Luton Town, down in 5th place, but currently there so far. He's on his out lap. This will be a flying lap then for Luton Town, and he is on the back of Rangers. I mean, they've got no obligation to come out of the way, like, but Slipstream might do him well. We shall see. May never know. And there's that treacherous corner. I never get this corner right in my wildest days. But some take it wide and cut it in, lift and bounce. Got a good chunk of the curb there. What is it going to be? He's got a good slip as well, as a Barcelona and Standard Liège. 7-6, 5th and 3rd, all in a line. Going to be a good lap. What is it? It's a 1:43.039, a 1:40.338. Keeps him in 6th place. Newcastle United back into the pits as well as Luton Town fires it down the inside of Rangers there. Oh, this is what you got to expect. This is just qualifying. This isn't even a race. Not yet. Not yet anyway. But Aldo, Rangers manager, in 7th. Notts County in 8th. Chester in 9th. Everton 10th is Fulham, currently leading the way in qualifying from Newcastle United. Standard Liège in 3rd, Charlton in 4th, Barcelona 5th, Luton Town. This is the final lap, and then it's off. We're off to the races here, match race 5. It's 3/10 up. This will put him in a 39. Just maybe a 1:39.99 something, if he can get it right. Oh, he's all over the back door of Rangers here as well. Pulls out of the slipstream, gets that wider swing back. If he can get it done, Barcelona got a good line there as well. If this is what my race is going to be looking like, then it's going to be absolutely banging. A 1:42.881 for Notts County there. Moves him up to 5th place. Right under the back door is Luton Town of the Rangers. Is this going to be an improvement? Gino, a 1:41.984. What a lap. Oh, that was very close. Just 3/10 off the leader, moves him up to 4th place. Let's just run through the order. It is Fulham on pole, Newcastle United in 2nd, RCMBE 2 and Standard Liège are in 3rd. That lap was a stonker with DDR Attalad. Luton Town moving up from 6th to 4th, just 3/10 off the lead. Barcelona 6/10 off the lead there in 5th. Rangers 7/10 off the lead in 6th. 7/10 off the lead is Charlton. Wow, 7/10, and then it is 8/10 for Notts County in 8th, and then we drop down to 2.2 seconds off the lead is Chester, who's just finished his lap, and Everton are in 10th place. So all the way down to 8th place, separated by 8/10 of a second. Absolutely phenomenal. And then it's 61 thousandths of a second between Rangers and Charlton. Wow. Wow. Qualifying's ended, and there you go. Pole position point goes to the way of Fulham. The bonus point as well. It's the first key in the door for an hat-trick here at FIJI. Straight in. Fulham on the line. Newcastle on the left. Standard Liège and Luton Town in 4th place. Not where he'd probably, it could be where he'd like to start. But yeah, we have got a right way camera view here. Don't know what that's about. Oh, we've got a jump start there. We've seen a jump start. Who was that? That was Rangers has caused a chaotic fucking pile up. That Everton got caught in that. Rangers got to stop and go on the line, but it is Newcastle United got the jump down into pole. What happened to G? Oh, it's all kicking off. We've had a lot of jumpers here, and that is Charlton. It is Newcastle from Luton Town in 2nd place. Fulham down to 3rd. Standard Liège down to 4th. Notts County are in 5th place at the moment. But there's Chester up to 6th from 9th. Not too bad at all. Barcelona down to 7th. Everton mixing it with Rangers and Charlton here in 8th place. Rangers looking around the outside of Everton here at 1:30 up. You'll be on the inside line as well. Oh, a bit feisty there coming through there. But it is Rangers going up to 8th. Charlton looking down the inside for 9th place. Getting an excellent drive out of there was Charlton. That's to Everton down to 10th place. Will do well to hang on to the rear wings of these if you can do. These boys good wings to follow. But it is Newcastle United leading the way from Luton Town, who is all over the back door. Now looking up the inside. Getting that move done as well. Fulham there as well. Must have got a bit of slow start off the line, did Fulham. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, was leading the way down to 3rd place. A long way to go yet, a long way to go yet. And the two protagonists are at it again. Lap 1 was chaotic, but it is Fulham against Luton, against Newcastle. All separated by 4/10 of a second. Slipstream being key. Newcastle United, which wing do you want to follow? He has got 2 to follow. It's Luton and Fulham. Now they make it 3 wide, heading down to turn 1. Who's going to be the bravest? Fulham have got the inside line. Forces Newcastle out wide, but he will get the run on the switch. Oh, Luton Town are off wide. Oh, that was chaos. Oh, Oh, I told you the rumble strip. Yeah, gives him a flash just to apologise there. Tucks back into third place. Wow, that curb is absolutely painful. You get that curb wrong. You see the little groove in that curb? It's the same on the exit of turn 1. You get that one absolutely clean up. Yo, D4TC's in the chat. Pete Jones is in the chat. How are we all doing? Oh, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. And it's Fulham pulling away from Newcastle United. And now it is standard Liège up to third place. Luton Town all over the back door here in fourth place. We're looking for that move down into the tight hairpin there. Getting the curb as well. You won't get a penalty for that. If it's got the green covering on the inside of the corner. What? Very exciting times. So we have got first, second, third, fourth and fifth all in the same part of the circuit right now. And then we're down to off-skis. Oh, sorry, got a little bit of a moment, yeah, hang on. Yep, off-skis in 7th place. Rangers and Charlton at it again, 8th and 9th. And separated by 91 thousandths of a second. But in the slip of Charlton, we'll get the run down here into turn 1. 143.6s so far. I dare say the fuel level may drop just a little bit quicker than more circuits. It is a bit of a power circuit when you come around Panasonic. But they managed that. And Charlton getting that move done, as we said, down the inside line off the slip. That's Rangers down to 9th. DDR Ninja is in 10th place and he is only 5.6 seconds off the back as well. But going blue, it's a personal best for Everton. Let's go. Fulham. What is his gap? 1.1 from Luton Town. Who has got a penalty? That is Newcastle with a slowdown penalty. Just under half a second as well. Can lose it in the braking, so you can lose it in the slip as well, but you can't overtake with it. But it's Luton Town up second. Newcastle United in third. Standard Liège been mixing it up, making it very entertaining this season. Certainly enjoying his time in that McGann on these circuits this season. Done really well in the Group 3 Beatles as well. he does. When I first raced him around here, D4, he was absolutely electric, gotta be said. But he loses a place there to Standard Liège. He cannot retaliate with that 0.3 of a second penalty. He can defend all he wants, but he can't overtake with it. He'd probably do best just to get right under the rear wing and just lift off the throttle here. There you go. That's how you want to get it done. Lift off the throttle. You've only got Notts County behind you right now. He's trying to lose it. You can see where he's phasing out and trying to lose that penalty under pace, but there you go. It's gone now. Heading back down into turn 1. 14 minutes on the clock left. We're only 6 minutes in. Good God. 6 minutes in. And it didn't really cost him any time, apart from 4 seconds off the lead at the moment. It's Newcastle United, but that is bringing Notts County right onto his back door in 5th place. Not been round here before as Notts County. Don't think he has anyway, unless he's been doing some practice in the sleeping hours of the Premier League. But looking pretty tasty as well. Number 1 Pop's not too far behind in 6th. 3.4 seconds to the good over Charlton, who has dropped off skis to Barcelona, and Rangers are falling down the orders from 23. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but we have lost Barcelona. I dare say I will get a report for that. Yes, he has, mate. When I first started when sim racing, this is where I met Martin JL09 here, and I was absolutely driving like an headless chicken. I didn't know what the crack was, what was going on or what, and I was pad bashing by then anyway. And yeah, he was absolutely electric, bro. I was 7 seconds a lap slower than he was. I was like, good God, I'm never going to win no here. I've bitten off more than I can chew. But you know, went to where did we go after that? We went to Willow Springs, and that was my second race. Yeah, it was in between a week and talking to him in the chat rooms, and D10 Piper as well. Open up lobbies to get me in, and then learning me how to drive this McGann. And driving this McGann very well is Fulham. 2 seconds, 1.9, 1.8. Big chunk of time taken there from Luton Town. Who's only got 2.4 seconds to RCMB2 Standard Liège. Now Newcastle United's finding his groove where he was last week, but he'll be hoping for better this week. Currently running in 4th place behind Standard Liège. But yeah, we went to Willow Springs and I qualified 3rd. And I went off at turn 1, rejoined the track in 6th, went off at turn 3 as you head up to Budweiser balcony and down to last. And then had an exceptional race, back up to 3rd, fell off the track, back down to 6th, and then ended up finishing 3rd again. So yeah, it was it's one of them races you got to watch it to believe it. That was commentated on by Jackson Opsis, Mr. Numbers. Dazzler 5th, not Scanny. Chester only 1.4 behind the top 5 finish here for Chester. Will be a good result. Let's go. Put your foot down, lad. Let's go. Let's go. Chalk manager catching as well, ever so slowly, but lost a tenth or 2 there, just a little tenth. And gains a lot more out of that corner as well. Gained about 3 tenths out of that corner, did Chalk. So it was 3.0, and that's down to 266. So currently running in 7th. Rangers 16.8. I can only assume that him and Barcelona was having a bit of a come to, like a Champions League match on Premier League match night. Not what we want to see, but that brings DDR Ninja up to 9th place and more points for Ninja. But it is Fulham currently leading the way on the fastest lap of a 1:42.081 and 1.7 to the good over Luton Town. Yeah, it is. I love the first half of this circuit. You know, when it gets to that bit where it looks like the designer had an art attack, and then you went, you know what, just join it up. Looks alright. The back end of it, that stupid chicane, and then the last 2 corners absolutely wind me up. Yeah. Yeah, you watch people racing it, or you watch them do track guides and things like that, then you go, oh yeah, you do it yourself. You're still like 3 seconds slower than everybody else. I'm like, well, you know what, just forget it. And the other one that does me in all, Autopolis. I freaking hate that one as well. It's this track, but pants. Yeah, Autopolis is just another track that's absolutely pants. But not being pants tonight is Luton Town coming in with a purple sector 2 as well. He's putting on a charge here. He's putting 3 seconds over Newcastle United, who is hanging on by 3 tenths to Standard Liège here. The pressure is on. Oh, Standard Liège having a look up the inside as well. That looked a dandy move from Standard Liège, but Newcastle United got the inside line. Standard Liège taking a wider line. See if we'll get that switch back. We'll get the run and the slip of a Newcastle United here. And it looks like it will pay off as well. But watching brief here, we'll see if we can get on board. No, we can't get on board because I didn't back out and come back in again. But Knox Canter are there as well, and we'll be getting a whisker of slip. The Standard Liège taking the inside line in from Newcastle United down into turn 1. Might be best to get that. Watch the curbs, got that move done, and up to 3rd place goes Standard Liège. Fantastic little battle there with Newcastle United. Knox Canty not giving up on it either in 5th. Number 1 Pops, while this is all cracking off, bringing that gap down to 2.9 seconds to Dazzler. And a personal best here for Pops as well. Charlton, that gap is up to 11.4. Can only assume he's heading off. That gap down to 8.9 for Rangers instead of the CGA. Charlton at the moment, he has lost 8 seconds over Rangers there as well. And Ninja, he's only 21 seconds off the back, so I may never know. But this is where it all is. This is the scrap at the moment. Newcastle United, Standard Liège, and Knox County. And Standard Liège getting a move done up the inside of Newcastle there in a part of the circuit I wouldn't have thought was possible. But got it done anyway. As clean as you like. As clean as you like. Tight line there for Knox County. He's looking for the run over Newcastle. Not going to get it done, but Newcastle might return the favour now. We'll get a good run off this corner and we'll be in the slip as Dazzler, the Knox County manager, takes a whole lot of curb on the exit of Panasonic. The RCMB2, the Standard Liège manager, now on the podium. We have still got 7 minutes to go here. And this is proving to be pretty dandy indeed. Knox County, that cut in the curb there for Knox County just cost him a bit of time there. He has lost a couple of attempts, but it is Newcastle United repaying the favour over RCMBE2, who got the switch as well and will stay in third place. These two are side by side. These two, and they're not really slowing each other down either. They're both in the 43s and the 42s. And the same sort of pace, well, I did say the same forward pace, but no hat-trick for Fulham at the moment, because spoiling that hat-trick is Luton Town with the fastest lap of a 1:41.831. That is a stonking lap in his efforts to catch Fulham. 1.4. That is a stonking lap. Any faster, there'll be no tread, and his 2 tenths to the good as well in sector 2. That gap down to 1.2. But Fulham not putting the foot wrong, did a 1:41.897 himself. So, just shows you the pace these boys have got right about now. Fulham could do with the points as well, bringing him up the table in the Premier League. Any more for this guy will put him in orbit. He'll be that far up, he'll be a little bit hard to catch. Won it by 2 points last season, did DDR Atalad. And I think one of his trophies came when he went DDR Ataland. I don't know if I spelt it wrong when I was told him what to put on the trophy or what, but yeah. DDR Ataland. Sounds like a little fairy park ride, doesn't it? And that is another fastest lap from DDR Atalad, a 1:41.724. That got down to a second. 1 second, and it is Newcastle and Standard Liège at it again. And Standard Liège, oh, a little bit of a bum up there from Newcastle United. But nobody was off skis there. Nobody was off. But Newcastle United currently running third, and a purple sector 1 there for Newcastle United. Have a Standard Liège as well. These two getting their elbows out here in the closing stages. 5 minutes to go. Oh, and a slowdown penalty for Standard Liège. No, it's not. It's Newcastle United. Picks up half a second. Can defend all he likes, but he, like we said before, he can't overtake with it. So this is going to be crucial. Half a second. Probably the best corner to lose it on right is here, the slowest part of the circuit. Just slam the brakes on, get it tucked down. That is the way. That is the way. That is the way. As he got it done. There you go. And it's still on the rear wing. Just how you like it. Just how you like it. Third, fourth, fifth. Knox County still. Has he got a late charge over these bits? It does seem to get the run through some of the tighter corners, but it is this final corner that costs him just a little bit. He ends up losing about 2-3 tenths off the back of these as Newcastle United looks to take a tighter line over Standard Liège, and up to 30 goes again. And Standard Liège got a good drive out of there, straight under the rear wing. There you go, that's that line. The wider line is sweeping in, hitting the apex and just letting the car run out wide. Literally that close. 69 thousandths of a second, and Knox County only just under half a second as well. And in the slip, get that down to 3 tenths. RCMB2 up to third again. Newcastle United down to 4th. Knox County hanging on well. I've got to say I'm impressed with Dazzler's driving so far. Been absolutely fantastic, and that gap from a second is now a tenth. It is a tenth. 3.5 minutes to go. It is Fulham versus Luton Town again. Shades of Luton versus Sky Sports at Dragon Trail Seaside. But we're here in FIJI in the Trophy Megans. And it's 8.1 seconds to gap to third place as well. A quick run through the field. Let's go down. DDR Ninja is in 9th. Rangers 8th. Charlton in 7th. Chester, good result here in 6th place, got to be said. Dazzler having a good race as well, mixing it up with Newcastle United in 4th. Standard Liège in 3rd. And has he made a mistake? He has actually made a mistake. 1.9 seconds have been lost here. And Luton Town gifted a first place here. That got down to 1.8. What has Fulham got to offer now in a return with 3 minutes to go? Has he got any minerals left? Or has he burned them all? tyre wear just coming in. Cars are getting a little bit lighter, like I said, just over half a tank of fuel. The front left sets are taking just a little bit of a pasting. 1.8 is the gap to Fulham. What has he got? He has it down to 6.2 seconds for Newcastle United, with a standard Liège up the inside as well as blue flags being waved for Everton. It's just coming under fire from the faster boys, as these three have certainly put on an excellent boost. Been phenomenal racing between these three, gotta be said. RCMB don't even know where to look. Newcastle having a look through 130R. Can get it done, but he will be on the outside for the next corner. Although it's a wide part of the circuit as well, it's still wide. You can get it done up the inside or around the outside. It doesn't really matter which way you go. But they're not quite there yet. So Newcastle 4th, Dazzler still in 5th. Chester still 6th. Let me just get up the order. What's that gap? 1.3. 1.4 on the clock to go. You might get one more lap after this. This has been pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal indeed, I do say. 1.5 seconds over Fulham. 6.8 to RCMB 2 and the Standard Liège team, and Newcastle United 4th. Dazzler having a look up the inside there. Thought about it. Had to lock up the front wheels there. Would have ran into Newcastle United. Would have been an unforeseen accident if that would have occurred, but it is what it is. 3 attempts, and in the slip is Newcastle United. The Standard Liège go defensive. This is the last lap. Newcastle going to have to go around the outside of Standard Liège if he wants this one. Quite going to get that one done. As it looked like tight, gets it a little bit sideways there as well, did Newcastle United, but Standard Liège defending well from Newcastle United. He's just got one more lap as well. What is that gap? 1.2. It is 1.2, and I do believe he's not going to get enough slip around this faster part of the circuit either. He's Fulham put it on pole, was leading the way for a majority of this race. Luton Town went down the order, fought his way back up. Eliminated the hat-trick attempt from Fulham. But it was a good attempt nonetheless, as we come through the tighter part of the circuit. It's now 1.1 seconds. And it is RCMB2 still leading and defending from Newcastle United, who got a good run there as well. But we need to stay with the leader if we can. Because I dare say them pair will be a slipstream train down to the line. That gap is literally 7 tenths of a second, and it will get a bit of a slipstream here, but it's going to be Luton Town on the return of the Premier League. It's going to take the victory here this evening, and I dare say it might have been a mistake that cost Fulham the victory and the hat-trick this evening, but Luton Town take the victory. Fulham come home in 2nd place. Is it going to be Standard Liège or Newcastle United? It's going to be Standard Liège coming home in 2nd place by 30 thousandths of a second over Newcastle United. And Notts County round out your top 5, and not too far behind either was Chester and Charlton coming home in 7th place. It will be Rangers rounding out the top 8. And I'm not quite sure what happened to Barcelona. But Rangers will come home in 8th place and start on the in 2nd place. So, yes, I'm not quite sure what happened there between them. But it is. Congratulations to you, my friend. Gained 3 positions, took the victory and a fast lap. Luton Town at it again. Race clarification coming right up. Luton Town by 8 tenths of a second over Fulham. Standard Liège, excellent battle. Just won it by 30 milliseconds over Newcastle United there in 4th place. Notts County, great racing to round out the top 5 there in 5th. Chester in 6th. Charlton 7th. Rangers in 8th. a ping on the phone for 9th. No, it did on Ninja there for Everton, and Barcelona down in 10th place. I'm not quite sure. Must have had a coming together. We did see a bit of a kerfuffle cracking off, but not quite sure what the crack was there. But let's get into the race settings. Edit these race settings. I need to change it to yeah. Reverse grid based on previous results. There we go. We have got just a little bit of a break, as you do. Woo! How do you like that? I thought that was fun. That was good fun. Tell you what, if that was anything to go by, race 2, them boys at the back might be a bit tougher than they think. So yeah, it's going to be might be a bit tough unless they can get the run off the straight. I mean, they've got longer to run than the front runners at the back down to turn 1. So, but depending on how you get down into turn 1 is key. It's certainly going to be one to watch out for. Going to be a few. Barcelona is still with us, so I'm not quite sure what happened in race 1. I dare say if there's any incidents, they'll be reported. Yeah, 24 hours in my lobby to report an incident. If it's not reported within 24 hours, it goes null and void. No, it's not that I can't be bothered, it's just that, you know, I can't be doing them 3 or 4 days down the line. Because even I would have fell asleep and forgot about it by then. But yeah, rules in here are dead simple. In my lobbies, it's really, really simple. I'm not one that's going to write an A4 essay and then go in and out of telling you what to do. But there's only I would say 4 rules in my lobbies, and that is run the radar in all races at rate when you're racing. And I know if you are, because I see you there on a little track map, which you'll see on your right hand side. It's just to give you extra awareness of the cars around you. No cut in the pit lane. I mean, even though there's no pit strategy involved here, somebody might want to pit and go in for a fastest lap. You never know. So no cut in the pit lane. If you cause an unnecessary accident, meaning a deliberate punt or push to pass, you get time added on. Or if you cause a collision and you don't wait to get a place back, it sounds the same incident, but it's not the same incident, and you don't wait to get a place back, whether it be deemed deliberate, you get time added on at the end of the race. So, you know, depending on the severity, depends on the time added on. That's it. That's just the rules. That is all I run. None of this, you gotta wait for this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do. What's the point of all that? No point of all that at all. Yeah. And you know what? I didn't even notice, and it wasn't for a while back. Then I sat here and I do the commentary and all that. I thought this track map was just for me. But it's not, it's what everybody's running. So, and they've all got it on because they're a bunch of good lads. They are a bunch of good lads, as you do. But I'm going to leave you with 5th place. I'm just going to go and have a little break myself. I'll be right back. Alright, that was a quick pit stop. But you know what I would like to do as well? if you do enjoy the stream, I would like to hit that like and subscribe. I really would. I really would. I don't know how you put that automatic pop up on, so it tells you to do it. I don't know how you do that. I'll just tell you. I don't normally ask, but I will tell you. Like, subscribe, get it done. And if you want to get involved in the next season's championship, obviously the Premiership is full for next season. But I have set up a championship which is being run in the BMW Group 4s, and that is run to the same sort of format as the Premier League, with the FA Cup in there as well. So your league car will be the BMW M4, and your FA Cup car will be the VW Rocco Group 4. That is your FA Cup cars. That is in the DK10'S Community and Gaming Events page if you want to get involved now. We are running it on GT Sport. And speaking of GT, we are doing I'm putting on a GT7 test tomorrow, because I want to go through the lobby, see if we can get it set up, make sure my camera angles and all that work. So if you want to come in for the crack tomorrow night, have a bit of racing, get some fun. I will live stream it, you know, depending on how many we get in. Do a bit of commentary, just a bit of mess about, as you do. So yeah, we'll be looking to do GT7 Monday night test. That'll be tomorrow about 7:30. Tuesday we are doing the when I find out how to set it up, a test on iRacing, bit bashing about on iRacing with none other than Martin J09 and did CF14 Ryan Dudley. Both Martin J09 and Ryan Dudley champions on iRacing. So yeah, it was very good indeed. So looking forward to it. Thursday nights we've currently got 3. So I have downloaded Medal of Honor on the Oculus. I haven't opened it up yet. I haven't played it. It's took a fucking day to install. 40 odd gig of it on an Oculus. So yeah, we will live stream that as we go on. So I'm waiting to live stream that. We'll get that live stream. We'll do like a bit of Oculus. It is very good. And hey, it's that time. Let's get in the room. Make sure everyone's ready. See if everyone's ready. They're all in. Are they ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Give me a hi. Well, we've got a little bit of a fun race as well coming next after Christmas. So we're saying next year. It's Tron themed, programs versus users. So it's more like a team event, which will be good. Which will be good fun. The cars are all liveried up, neon-esque. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. It'll be a good crack. Yes, R2D2. Yeah, you love it. Got fast timers. Don't know what that sounded like. I might have sounded like a cunt then. I don't know. Let's just let them know. R2. Right in now. Woo! Let's go. Good luck, boys. Good luck indeed. Oh, this should be interesting. I would say at least 4 of the fastest guys at the back of the grid. You gotta go. I like that. Are they gonna get the way? Are they gonna gain the spots they want to gain early on? So he didn't leave a lobby. He stayed in the pits. Retired to the pits. Puts him on pole position for this race alongside Everton. Rangers in a good spot. Charlton in a good spot in 4th as well. And we have got absolutely, yeah, we're just going to go here again and not, yeah. Hopefully the camera switches around as he Scooby-Doo it. 5 lights are on. Green, we're away. That looked like a good start from Rangers, got to be said. And it is a good start as well. Already on the back door of Everton. Barcelona dropping back down to 2nd place. And who's that? That is Fulham having a late move as well. Everton running it deep. Rangers on the inside. Chester on the gravel on the outside. But Luton Town, is he getting that move done? Not quite getting it done. But it's DDR Ninja leading the way in the opening lap from Barcelona. Trying to take it around the outside. Not quite getting it done. All running wide on the exit. Clipping the Rangers on his way through as well. it's all kicking off here, but it is Luton Town up to 4th place already, and mixing it up around the outside of Rangers. And there's Fulham up to 5th, following Luton Town through as well. But Everton hanging on well here. Hanging on well here for 1st place. But he's got Newcastle United, Rangers, all in the mix. Heading down into the hairpin section of this circuit. And a little clip there. That was... Oh, there's no... That, oh, it was a bystander. It was a bystander. That was... I don't know what happened there. I really don't know what happened there. I just seen a clip sideways. And then filed down into the most awkward part of the circuit. Brakes were locked, the wheels weren't spinning, but nobody was on. I'm not even sure what happened there to Chalk. He will not be impressed with that at all. And that is not Scantic getting it sideways, lining up the rear wheels in 8th. Barcelona was on pole, down to 9th. Number 1 Potts Chester finished 6th, down in 10th. But it is Luton Town and Fulham on the opening lap, fighting their way through the circuit. How did they do it? One may never know. Yes, Pete Jones. Go, 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 Ninja. Let's go. Currently running in 4th, mixing it up with Newcastle United. Luton Town. Fulham at it again. I don't know how these do it. I really don't. Back of the grid. Within the space of a lap. 1st and 2nd. Newcastle United. Standard Liège at it again. 3rd and 4th. But this time it's Rangers. Oh, Rangers got it wrong on the exit of turn 1. Bounced into the wall. Charlton are at it as well. Pirouetting. Spin it up, DJ. Spin it up. You got 17 minutes to recover. Drive it like you stole it, Chalky boy. Drive it like you stole it. Let's go. Rangers got it wrong as well. Down in 9th. That's number 1 Pops. And Knox County. 7th and 8th. Offskis back up to 6th place. Ninja running cool in 5th. On the back door of Standard Liège and Newcastle United, renewing a rivalry from race 1. Not too far behind either is Jainio. He's having a look. He's having a look. He thought about it. He thought about it. He want revenge. Stole his hat-trick. Did Luton Town. Taking the victory up the inside as well. A tight line up the inside there from Fulham. Luton Town will take the wider line and get the good run, clip the apex, get the run out of there. Looks a lot better line, and right under the back wing as well. Will Luton Town be very shortly with that slipstream? It's already coming down to a 1/10 of a second. As is Newcastle repaying the favour to Standard Liège as well. And these are going to go 3 wide. Barca, Everton, Notts County 5th, 6th, 7th. Not too far behind his number 1 Pops in 8th place. He will take any position given. But his Luton Town, Standard Liège, defending well from their rivals. Who gets that move done? Barcelona gets their move done. And Everton down to 7th, but not quite there yet though. Barcelona got a little bit sideways. Invites Notts County. Everton having a look down the inside into turn 2. Chester as well in the mix. We've got a 4-car fight here. Oh, and half a second for Chester. That was a little bit harsh. Has to be said. Has to be said. Bide your time, they'd lose it down into the... Not yet, not yet, not yet. Not yet. Thank you. Now. Lose it now. When you get down to these corners. Slam it on. Coast it into the corners. There you go, lad. That's where you want to lose your penalty. You won't lose, couldn't you? But he's got Rangers behind him. And Charlton down in 10th place. What is he? He is 15 seconds off the lead. 3.4 off the back of Rangers. And these two are separated by 2/10. The rivalry continues as they have a look up the inside. Just Fulham getting that move done as well. Standard Liège defending from Newcastle United as well. Who has got, what are we on? 141.91 is the fastest time so far. There's a 142.4 for Luton Town. It's side by side. And it is Standard Liège in 3rd on a 143. Make that a 143 dead. As Newcastle United coming with a 42.3 as well. And he's not giving any quarter to Standard Liège. Handing him handing him and firing it down the inside as well, getting that move done. But Standard Liège returning the favour straight away onto the gravel because Newcastle United loses a bit of time but will repay that favour later on. You can guarantee it. Oh, my stream keeps, does it? Oh crap. I don't, honestly mate, it took me ages to get it to work earlier. It just kept kicking out, so I might have to hardwire it up because I'm running through the app. And if I run it through, I've noticed if I run it through the what's it called, the Elgato, the picture quality don't seem to be as good. Can't race every car, is bouncing everywhere. Let me just run through the order. Who is got the lag? Have we got lag? Have we got lobby lag? Seen it on the stream as well. Not quite sure what the crack is. Might just be one of them freaking nights. At 2/10 separating Luton Town from Fulham, as he's going to look to return it again. He's going to lick his lips and full send it. Or is Luton going to stay defensive and force him around the outside? 31 milliseconds, 11-3. Steady, heading down in towards turn 1. Around the outside, look Fulham. As Luton Town keep the inside, might force him just a little bit wide there. Get the run down. Keeping it well, keeping it well. RCMB2's got 1.5 over Newcastle United, while they're recovering Newcastle United. There's a 10th better than he did last time around. Runs it a little bit deeper as well off the exit of turn 1, turn 2. Knox can't it back up to 5th. Got Barcelona contend with by 0.6 of a second, who's got 2.3 to Rangers. Only running in 7th. But it's not too bad for Charlton, who's got 1 second slowdown penalty. That's just hindered his performance. And only 3 seconds is DDR Ninja. It's Luton Town, race 1 winner, versus the hat-trick seeker, Fulham. Everybody just seems to be filing it down and finding a groove at the moment. As Fulham look to file it down and get past Luton Town here. That gap's coming down, 1.9. These two keep scrapping like they are, but we've seen them scrap before and the gap has pulled away, but it seems to be just fluctuating between Standard Liège and Gino at the moment. This is where they will pull away down the straight. The Standard Liège got that, Newcastle United got that gap down to 0.7 of a second, and he is getting a whiff of slipstream as well, but not quite enough as he heads down into turn 1. Will it be another 4th place? 4 fourths in a row would be for Martin JL09 in the space of 3 weeks. Dazzler is 5th, would be a good result. Got to be towards Barcelona, rides that curb on the exit of turn 1. It's not where you want to be. Really not where you want to be on that curb. Well, not over it anyway. Barcelona 6th, Rangers 7th, Charlton in 8th, Everton in 9th. Oh, that's the 9 o'clock brew. The 9 o'clock brew has arrived. Who don't love a 9 o'clock brew? I do. We are mixing it up next season as well for... Oh, what is that? Where has he gone? Has he made a woo? I thought we made a woo then. Thought he made a woo. But there you go. Standard Liège now making it a 3-way fight for the lead here. Standard Liège 0.6 off the back of Fulham, who is 0.6 off the back of Luton Town, and Newcastle United now in the mix. This is becoming a 4-car race for supremacy around FIJI. Luton Town already making a mark here in FIJI, taking race 1 victory. But it will be Fulham, will be wanting to repay the favour. He'll be wanting his victory back. That gap up to a second. Fulham and Luton Town just a little bit faster there from the Standard Liège, pulled over 1.1. 8 tenths still is the gap from Newcastle United, but they are still side by side heading towards turn 1. As clean as you like as well, gotta be said. Very much respect shown between these two drivers here. They've done it all season long, and that is a great advertisement for Art of Race, boys and girls. When you're running your radar, yeah, you might get a little bit of a door up, a little bit of a scratch on your wing mirror, but that is racing etiquette at its best. Gotta be said, running that close, a tenth or two, fantastic driving, boys, absolutely phenomenal. And these two as well, putting on this is more like a World War II dogfight between Standard Liège and Newcastle United. No quarter is being given here between these two boys. Only 2 tenths separate them now, as Newcastle in 4th, Standard Liège in 3rd, and Fulham 2nd. Luton Town are in 1st place as well, as Notts County got a little bit of a fresh year, couldn't run on 42.7, so not too bad. His fronts are taking a bit of a whirling, as are Barcelona now in the 43s. Rangers not too far behind either. In the he's swimming around in the 42s, 43s, so only 8 tenths off the back of Barcelona, and Charlton is 5 seconds off the back of Rangers, and 20 seconds ahead of DDR Ninja, picking up some well-deserved points in 9th place this evening. But the side-by-side again, heading down towards turn 1, and not too far behind either is RCMB2. The Standard Liège manager is having a look to make it 3 wide down into turn 1, leaving it a little bit later, firing it down the inside as well. Steals 1st place from Luton Town, and that just forces a very, very spicy 7 minutes coming our way, ladies and gentlemen. Standard Liège making it 3 wide, a little bit later on the brakes than Luton Town, but gets it done down into turn 1, putting Luton down into 2nd place, making Fulham down to 3rd, and Newcastle United now having a look at Fulham. The championship rivalry is renewed here, although Newcastle now in the Premier League. But yeah, it was a championship fixture way back then. Now, all good in the hood. So what can Newcastle do? There's a podium, just 3 tenths in front of you. Does he buy this time? 6 minutes left to go. Just try and stay onto the coattails of these boys here. But he's 1.1 off the lead right now, and he's in 4th. So you'd normally get that between 2nd and 3rd as he looks to go 3 wide again. Standard Liège hanging on. Luton want a slipstream, Fulham want a slipstream, Newcastle want some slip as well. I tell you what, boys, this is fantastic. Absolutely phenomenal. 7 tenths separating 1st to 4th. And who's going to get it done now? Trying to repay the favour all over the place here. He's not trying to find the right part of the tarmac, but it is Fulham down the inside. Luton Town got the switcher route up to 1st place. Left it out wide. Got a late move down the inside of turn 1. And taking 1st place as well. And Standard Liège back down to 3rd place. All in the space of a lap. He tasted 1st place for a second. And then Luton Town went, nope, I take that right back. And we're back to square one. A quick run through with 5 minutes left to go. There's Luton Town currently leading the way, but in a fight with Fulham. In a fight with Standard Liège, in a fight with Newcastle United. Having a look around the outside here, 130 up. And then down towards Coca-Cola. As you do. Is he going to throw it down the inside here? Standard Liège defending pretty well. Got a good stern defence of Standard Liège. He had to look at Fulham. It is Notts County running in 5th. He's got fresh air either side of him. And Rangers are up to 6th. Barcelona down to 7th. Charlton 8th. Everton in 9th place. And just going to say hello to the fans. As you do. As you do. Let's go, Ninja. Well, what can you say about these 4 here? Preamier will win at Supreme. Luton taking the inside from Fulham. Standard Liège not too far behind. What happened to Newcastle United? Has he got the curb? Has he got the curb? He has just dropped down the charts. I am not quite sure what happened there. 4 minutes to go. Down in 7th place. Puts him... Oh, what's that put him now? 13 seconds off the leaders. 13 seconds off the lead. Wow. 4 minutes left to go. He will absolutely be spitting feathers. And only 4 seconds ahead of Charlton. So, Luton, Fulham, at it again. RCMB, dude, Standard Liège manager has got a penalty. And it's a 1 second penalty as well. That is going to be ball ache. He's got 6 seconds over Notts County, who moved up to 4th. That's going to be an awkward one to lose. I don't think you can lose a full second in this section of the circuit alone. It is the slowest part of the circuit, so it's the best place to lose it if you can, especially here on the brakes. He loses a 10th. It's not good enough. Certainly not good enough. But it is Fulham and Luton Town. As Junior gets a little bit sideways there. Gets that move done now as clean as you like. And his part, sticking his ass in the face of Luton Town there. None shall pass. David De Gea-esque. May the fight continue. Notts County then in 4th from Rangers, who's now a 2nd. Just behind Notts County. Racing well. You see Newcastle there, steadying around the corner. There's Barcelona in 6th. What's the gap? Yeah, he's lost a little bit more time, but gaining time over the cars in front now, which is the main thing. 2 seconds to Charlton now, the gap. And yeah, a minute down the road is Everton, but doing good. It's doing good. Standard Liège still got that penalty. Can't make a move, although he wish he could. It is Fulham and Luton Town swapping positions here as if the expiry date is going to kill them both. I think we can. No, we can't, because we didn't do it, did we, Kev? No, we didn't do it. 2 minutes on the clock. Somebody is going to take a well-deserved victory this evening, and I mean a well-deserved victory. This fighting has been phenomenal, but I tell you who will not be impressed right now, and that will be none other than this guy. He on the exit of the final corner of Panasonic got it absolutely screwed with, one can only imagine, because there was nobody around him. I dare say if there was an incident, I would hear about it very, very shortly. Now in Mr. Notorious, Martin Jadon, the Newcastle manager, holds no calls. He shall tell us. I dare say. It must have been a curb though. The curbs around here are absolutely treacherous. Absolutely savage. That gap down to 4.7 to Barcelona, who's running in 6th. Rangers has got that gap still. 1.3 to Notts County, who's had a pretty lonely race this evening, I must say. He's kept his nose clean. As far as I can see, we've got a yellow flag up front. I'm not quite sure who it is for. Riding the curb there was Luton Town as well. And RCMB2 still got that penalty, but it is only a 10th. Give it a quick dib-dab, mate. That will go if you are in the slip of these cars. And you might be able to get the move down turn 1. Who knows? But I'll tell you what, Fulham defending well from Luton Town as well. Inside line for Fulham. Forcing them around the outside. That penalty is now gone. RCMB2 has gone as well. Put his foot down. Treacherous turn 1. Strikes again. Fire spits him clean off the circuit. Oh, that was just an awful way to go. Absolutely savage. Absolutely savage. This course holds no victims. It causes them. And an unsuspected Notts County gains a podium up to 3rd place. Keeps it clean for 11 seconds. That's all it was in it. That's all it was in it. And where are these two? Heading down. This is going to be the last lap. That's how exciting it's been. Last lap already. Wow, Luton having a look around the outside, inside this time around. It is confirmed. The final lap. Luton Town have got the inside line now. They've got to defend like his life depends on it. 2 corners left to go for Luton Town. and 4 tenths, 2 tenths. That gap down a hell of a lot. 3 tenths. Fulham having a look around the outside. Will get the switch. Will get the better run off this corner. Just forces them out wide. Rides the curb pretty well. It's Fulham from Luton. I'm not sure door banging will do you any favours. Who is it going to be? Is it too late to pull out? Not quite, no. It is Fulham taking the victory here over Luton Town, and an unsuspected Notts County taking a podium as well. Rangers 4th, Barcelona coming home to take 5th place, rounding out the top 5, and chomping Martin JL09, the Newcastle manager, will come home in 6th. Charlton coming home in 7th place. Standard Liège having a race of his life so far this evening. Treacherous turn on, strikes again. The drainage on here are absolutely savage. He will absolutely spit in feathers. He's coming home in 8th place. Will not be impressed with that result. Will not be impressed with turn 1. He must have been effing and jeffing like a good one. And then Everton showing us some style. Just having some playtime. I'll go in my own time, thank you very much. Oh, mate, honestly, it was absolutely phenomenal, mate. Gotta be said, it was absolutely phenomenal. UP putting on a show again, how it should be done. Racing side by side. I think I got a perfect view of advertisement for how you should race. You two certainly put on a show, but I've got a feel for Martin JL09. Exeter Panasonic seemed to have got his foot down and then went all kinds of sideways. And the same with Standard Liège as well, the Exeter turn 1. The drainage divot in turn 1 put his foot down, absolutely spat him off into the wall. It was very unfortunate, but the lucky recipient of the final podium was Notts County. I do believe it's his first podium of the season. And just to confirm that there, it is Fulham from Luton. Yeah, that was phenomenal. We rolled on pretty well, but Fulham got a fastest lap in a clean race and gained 8 positions as well from the back of the circuit. So yeah, great stuff. Absolutely fantastic stuff. There is the results. Fulham takes a race victory in race 2, the reverse grid race, and then is Luton Town in 2nd place. Dazzler, the Notts County manager, will be over the moon with a podium position here this evening here at FIJI. It looked like it was never on. Standard Liège, Newcastle United, both making treacherous mistakes, costing them positions here this evening. So Newcastle, it was just unfortunate. So Notts County will take the podium in 3rd. Rangers gaining four spots as well, up to 4th. Offskis rounds out the top 5. The Barcelona manager will be happy with that. Newcastle will not be happy with 6th place. Will not be happy. I wouldn't be either. It was unfortunate. Charlton, don't know where Charlton was this evening, but it is a circuit. It's a Marmite circuit for most drivers, but it's down in 7th place nonetheless. Unfortunate turn 1. Struck out and took RCMB2 out. Standard Liège manager will not be impressed either. DDR Ninja rounds out 9th place and number 1 Pops in 10th place. I'm not sure what the lobby issues was this evening. There was a few bouncing around. Apparently the lobby wasn't up to technical specifications, but obviously you didn't complete the race, but I'll give you the 10th anyway. For staying with us, staying in the lobby. I think it's only fair. I can't control the internet, you know what I mean, but yeah, it is what it is. I'll give you those anyway, boys. So yeah, but I tell you what racing that was. It was absolutely brilliant. And yeah, someone just been called a bunker. Come on the pies, says Dazzler. Come on the pies. But yeah, that was the Premier League, brought to you by DK10'S Sim Community and Gaming Network here on Facebook. We are now streaming over to Twitch, YouTube and Facebook. If you want to get involved, head over to DK10'S Sim Community and Gaming on Facebook. That's where all you can find out. Or if you have any questions about anything running on the page, you can PM DK10. via the messenger or leave a message in the page, and I will answer it as soon as one can. 2 races left to go. 1 FA Cup race to go. All kicks off next week before Christmas. Can't wait. Can't wait. With that mixed results there, might have just made it. Well, I dare say might have made that just a little bit more interesting. We could have a double champ. We've already got 1 double champ. DMK Aldo's a double champ. We could have a double Premier League champ. And a new FA Cup winner. For the first time ever at DMK. I like to do things just a little bit differently, as you do, so you know, why not? FA Cup with the cars. Premier League with the cars. Because I can. And they love it. And that's the reason why they love it, because the racing is that good, it is that close, and it is that clean. As clean as you like anyway. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah. The Premier League next Sunday at a later time of 7:45. 7:45 we will go live. We went live a little bit earlier because we had the Wheel of Fate to do, and then and all that jazz. So 7:45, qualifying is at 8 PM. Obviously the lobby will open at 7:30 for the boys, but for me to get myself sorted out and all that, it'll be 7:45. Just to reiterate, what have I got coming up? Monday, GT7. We're going to open a lobby on GT7. Get some testing done on there. Tuesday I am iRacing. I will stream my POV through the Oculus. I will stream that. Don't race Wednesdays. Don't do anything Wednesdays apart from tables. Thursday we're going to do some Medal of Honor via the Oculus. We will do that together. I haven't even played it yet, so yeah, looking forward to that. And then Sunday, finals night. 2 finals, the FA Cup and the Premier League. We will crown a champion, and then we will crown an FA Cup winner as well, with the returnees of VAR, Newcastle United, and even I forgot already, now I wrote it down. VAR, Fulham, Newcastle and Charlton back in the FA Cup. I need to hear from VAR to see if he's definitely going to take part, as he got rejoined in the FA Cup. If not, I will have to respin the wheel and put somebody else in his place. That is the only way of doing it. Feel it. Yes. But anyway, enough for me nattering on. Time for these boys to go and calm down. Chill out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I've been DK10. I'm out of here. Peace.